Very good evening, sir. Sir, would you please briefly explain us what your organization is all about or the company is all about?
See, AZ Ventures, it's we are into outsourcing company, so we are into 2-3 businesses. So if I just figure it out, we have taken a sales process of a company called Lead Market. So we handle their sales process across India, and we have got our website called apnastaff.com, which is into providing maid services, manpower to all the organization as well as to the individual families. So this is what we are into right now, and we are into the market since almost like 7 years. We are into the market, running successfully.
So, sir, what would be that one character what you would think a manager should possess in him?
See, being a manager, you cannot be a manager with the help of degree, or you cannot be a manager if you are illiterate. All right. So being a manager, it's an art. So how do you deal with the people? So if you can just ask me one character, there are many characters involved in a manager. So I cannot particularly say, okay, fine, you have a degree that you are a manager, or if you speak well, if your communication skills are good, then you are a manager. So there are different characters you can involve, which will make you to a manager, and it's not a one-day job or a one-year job. So the way you start working, the days goes on, you will get that experience to be a best manager, you can say.
So you meant to say all multiple characters
Yes.
together.
That's what make you to get succeed as a manager.
Sir, as an HR manager or a manager, what criteria would you follow in recruiting people?
See, while recruitment, first we check, do they have a requirement of job? It's very rare that we hire people who are just coming for the sake of money, or just coming for the pocket money kind of thing. So we just check, do they have a requirement of job? One. Then their education, the communication skill, and how good they are into managing the stress of the job. See, if you are a manager or an office boy in a company, you will have the task to do. Even an office boy has a task; he has to open an office on time, and he has to close it on time. Everything. So in the same way, if I'm hiring an executive or a team leader or a manager, so we look out like first education, then their experience. Do they really have a need of job? And then what can we give him, and he can give us back in next 5 years. If I'm giving him a job today, I always think here, what's his plan? We definitely ask him, sir, so what's your plan, boss? So after 2 years, where do you want to be? So based on that, we hire them.
Excellent.
So according to you, what is the biggest problem, biggest challenge that you face in the manager post?
See, the manager position, you are a bridge. You are a bridge between the company and your team. So the first challenge you face is performance. So you have to ensure that your team performs, right? And you have to ensure that they should not leave the job. So to make them work, you have to give them a bit pressure. You have to ask them to complete the task in time. In the same time, you have to report to your boss or your company, because see, if you are team or being a manager, if you are a manager and you're doing well, the credit will go to your team, right? And if you're not doing well, the credit will come to you, right? So these are the problems that we face. Hiring is a good part, and when they leave the job, there are different reasons they leave the job. So all the credit or the task will come to you. So you being a manager, you have to manage and all that. So these are the challenges I feel that a manager face while while managing a team. Yeah.
So how do you help a new employee understand culture of your organization?
See, first when we hire an employee, it's like we are getting a baby to our home, right? So we have to ensure that he is very much comfortable in our family, right? So when you go to a relative home, so there are some relatives where you feel very good going, and there are some relatives you don't feel good to go. Why? Because the comfortability they give it to you, right? So when we hire an employee, we ensure that person is very much comfortable with the work. Because when we hire an employee and when we say them, boss, by 6 this is the task you have to complete, next day he will not report to the work, correct? So what we have to do, we have to ensure that is he trained properly. Then after training, in the training, we ensure that our office culture is being given to him. So what our office is all about. Then he starts working. It takes at least 3 months to an employee to understand how do we work, what is the nature of our company, what is the nature of the boss, what is the nature of a team leader, how does HR reacts to her questions and all that. So we give at least 3 to 6 months of time to make them feel comfortable. Yeah.
So my next question is, when faced with two equally qualification candidates, how do you determine who is the best?
See, if we have a requirement, we will hire both. Alright.
Okay.
So if you have only one, so then we look out for their capability, their culture, their character, their family background. Okay. And what's his experience? We consider experience more, because see, experience is not like you are working in 5 companies for 3 months. That's not experience. Experience is something you have joined a company as an executive, and you have left that company being a team leader, and you have joined some other company as a manager. So that is called experience, and that's called growth. So we look at all these aspects, then we find like, this is the right person to hire.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Next, Anand.
So according to you, how do you retain how do you
Employee.
retain an employee in your organization?
See, retention is a very crucial part. First, being a manager, what you have to understand, you cannot retain a person when he has made up his mind. For an example, he has taken his salary on 31st, and next day he comes and tell you, sir, I am going to leave the job. Then retention is difficult. Or let's say he comes to you and says, sir, I'm going to serve the notice period from today for a month. So then it is difficult to retain him. So before he takes that action, you have to ensure that to understand what's going on in his mind. What are their needs? See, each and every person has an expectation. Being a family, we have an expectation from our parents, and parents has expectation from us. In the same way, an executive employee will have the expectation from the manager and the company. So manager has to ensure that is he okay? Is he getting everything whatever he wants? If he is not getting, he has to ensure that he should talk to the company, and he has to ensure that that employee should get whatever he wants. It's like we cannot get everything whatever he wants, but we can try to reach out his expectation. So in terms of retention, what do? We talk to them. We try and understand why do they want to leave the job. Is it because of the salary, or they want a salary hike, or is it because of the work pressure? Is it because of the culture, or is it because of some colleagues harassment, something like that? So we try and talk to them, and if that employee is not so comfortable talking to the manager, we make some of a colleague who is very much close to him or her, so we make them to talk and try and retain him, because retention is very much important. What I feel like, we as a company, we struggle so much. We put a lot of time, money to get an employee trained. So after training them, they are working with us, and because of small reasons, if they are leaving job, so then it's a loss to the company. So this is how we try to retain them.
Sir, according to you, what advice would you give someone going into a manager position for the first time?
All right. See, if someone is going to be a manager for the first time, he has to ensure that, or he has to understand himself that his responsibilities are going to increase. So let's say you have joined a company as an executive individual job, and after a year or 2 years you are going to promote as a manager. So it's like getting married. Alright, being a manager is like getting married. So what happens, let's say I'm a bachelor and tomorrow I'll get married. So whatever routine things I'm doing from morning to evening, along with that I have to take care of my family, my kids. Okay? So when you become a manager, you have to ensure that you should not use, you should not take care of, you should take care of your employees first. You are an executive, you will work for 9 hours, but when you become a manager, you have to work for 12 hours, because you have to ensure that you reach office before your executive comes, and you should leave office after your executives sign off. So what my best advice for a manager is to learn new things, read books, learn new things, learn how to manage people, try and understand people. They should have a one-on-one with the team. Most of the time I have seen a team leader or manager takes a group meeting. So that does not work. People will not be so much comfortable to speak. So when they talk to them one-on-one, so they'll be more comfortable, and manager can understand them, and they can retain and they can promote, appraisal, everything can be done. Alright, so what else guys?
That's
Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
No.